We're delighted to invite Manas Pratim Bhuya sir, Associate Editor at the Press Trust of India. With nearly 18 years in journalism, he has reported from over 30 countries, covering foreign policy and national security. A former National Bureau Chief, he has led coverage of major global events like Asian, SCARP, SCO summits. Sir has interviewed renowned figures like Rajnath Singh and Bill Gates, offering deep insights into India's global relations. His expertise in geopolitical and strategic affairs make him a valuable speaker, and we look forward to his perspective. Please join me in welcoming Sir.
Good evening, everybody. Distinguished guests, the Chairman of Mary Institute, Mr. I.P. Agarwal, the Vice Chairman, Lalit Agarwal ji. I'm happy to be here, and I've been asked to speak about India-Japan relationship. And so I'll briefly talk about the various dimensions of India-Japan relationship. In 2022, when Japan's then former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe passed away, India declared national mourning for one day on July 9th to pay respects from the government as well as people of India for the role he played in cementing India-Japan relationship. In September that year, 2022, on September 27, Prime Minister Modi traveled to Japan to attend the funeral of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. So declaring national mourning and then Prime Minister traveling to Japan to attend the funeral of the statesman leader, Mr. Abe, actually reflected how much importance India attaches to its relationship with Japan. India has great relationship with multiple countries in the world, including US, Russia, Germany, France, UK, etc. But with every country, we have certain issues. Like with US, we have certain issues of friction. With UK, we have certain issues of discontent, like, certain elements, anti-India elements are operating from UK. Almost with every country, all the big powers, with China, definitely, Professor Kontopalli have already explained, we have the border skirmishes. It's a live issue. But with Japan is the only country globally today with which India has a relationship of trust, mutual respect, and, a relationship of, passion and confidence. India and Japan have a common vision for the world. We want a world of peace, stability, security, and prosperity for all. This is Japan's vision. This is India's vision. And that's why India and Japan's relationship have witnessed, significant upswing in the last 3 decades. We are now a global strategic partner. India and Japan are now cooperating in almost all the fields of relevance in today's world. Technology is one major subject in which India and Japan are very, very confidently cooperating. There are many countries which will not share critical technologies with India because it's a transactional, diplomacy. I mean, in times of geopolitical turmoil, we have seen conflicts in various parts of the world, Ukraine, West Asia, and many other parts of the world. Indo-Pacific is a major theater of conflict in today's time. We have seen China's rapid expansionist behavior in Indo-Pacific. We have seen how China is dominating various other countries in the South China Sea. China has been ramping up its military offensive in East China Sea, that is Japan's territorial water. And in such a crucial time, when the world is witnessing various conflicts, world is witnessing a different kind of diplomacy today. It's not diplomacy of 10 years back. Now it's very transactional. I mean, after the change of leadership in US, now, I mean, things are changing very, very rapidly. This is a different world now. I mean, you have to give and take. Each and every business transaction is negotiated with great details. I mean, in diplomacy, I've been covering diplomacy, and diplomacy, nothing is for free. So that is the kind of bottom line. And it's in such a scenario why I'm explaining our relationship with Japan is a shining example of two great powers coming together for betterment of the world, for global prosperity. We want every country in the world to be prosperous. We want Indo-Pacific to be stable. We want Indo-Pacific to be free of coercion, Chinese coercion basically. And we want a world that is free of conflict, etc. So that way, I think India-Japan relationship is very, very crucial in this current geopolitical context, because, as the topic is about India and East Asia, for East Asia, actually, the Indo-Pacific is very, very important. Indo-Pacific is not only a body of water, but Indo-Pacific is linked to, development and growth of various countries of the world, actually. I mean, we have South China Sea. I mean, that is a hugely significant trading route, trillions of dollars worth of trade, actually, shipments come through South China Sea. And that's why China has been trying to dominate the waters of South China Sea, and which will have global implications. From that perspective, India and Japan has been cooperating and coordinating very closely to ensure stability and peace in this part of the region. Definitely, we are also concerned about, India has also been concerned about the situation in East China Sea. That is a territorial water, actually having disputes between Japan and China. So, in the current context, Indo-Pacific, as we say, in fact, Prime Minister Modi, wherever he goes, in all his major foreign policy comments and speeches, you will find mention of Indo-Pacific. So, Indo-Pacific is very, very crucial for India's economic growth. We want to be a developed country, Big Seed Bharat by 2047, and that's why we need a stable and coercion-free Indo-Pacific, so that trade is done without any kind of difficulty. So that way, South China Sea is also very, very crucial for overall peace and stability of Indo-Pacific. So that way, Japan, I think it's a relationship of trust, and Japan's wholehearted support to India's growth trajectory is actually very, very commendable, and I'm very confident. I think India is very confident, and strategic community is very confident about India-Japan relations. For students, you guys, I would also like to just mention to you, definitely the diplomatic relations are always very, very important. We export various kind of stuff to various countries. We import, oil is now imported from Russia. So that way, diplomatic relations are very, very important. But with Japan, you can feel the daily impact of Japan's involvement in India's growth and development. Most of us, we travel by metro in Delhi because of traffic congestion, and in various cities, actually, now we are building metro connectivity. Delhi Metro is one of the finest metros in India. Globally, actually, it is one of the finest metros. And partly, actually, the metro network in India has been built with assistance from Japan. So that is a shining example of how relationship between two countries, India's close relationship with Japan, is actually impacting my daily life and everyone's daily life, because we commute by metro, and it's such a wonderful transportation system that helps us in saving time and in transportation. Similarly, Japan is assisting in building metro networks in Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Calcutta, and Mumbai. Japan is also actually involved in, building the very, very ambitious project, Ahmedabad-Mumbai high-speed train network. So what I'm saying, actually, my point is that, definitely we have diplomatic relations with various countries across the globe. All these relationships are very, very important. But with Japan, this is a very special relationship. Actually, it impacts all of us. It impacts you, me, and everybody, and it impacts our daily lives. In the field of education, Japan has been one of the very, very few countries in the world which has actually opened the gates to the Indian students, to various premier institutions in Japan. So a significant number of Indian students actually, I think it should be after US or after Australia. I think the number of Indian students studying in higher educational institutions in Japan is mind-boggling. And Japan is inviting Indian students and Indian academics, Indian experts with no strings attached condition. It is a kind of heart-to-heart relationship. I hope the Mary Institute will also explore the option of tying up with some of the very finest Japanese institute, because technology. Japan is actually a dominant global power in the field of technology. And why I'm saying, because I'm addressing the students, and this is very important. Your future is linked to actually this relationship, and you can exploit India-Japan relationship for furthering your academic growth. If you just check the Japanese website, and you will find a number of scholarships that Japan has been actually extending to Indian students. My friends in my university, actually, at least 6 or 7 of them are now, settled down in Japan, because they were offered scholarships. So I would also urge students of Mary Institute to explore this option. If you want to just study technology, higher study in various streams, AI, etc., digital space, then you must explore scholarships in Japan, and you must have the ambition to just, go to a Japanese institute. I agree. Somebody mentioned about Taiwan. Yeah, my friend, he's also sitting here. He's a Taiwanese journalist. At the same time, Japan and Taiwan, they have also a lot of collaboration, and Taiwan also offers huge opportunity to Indian students wanting to just study in these streams like artificial intelligence, digital technology, and new areas of studies. So overall, I would say Japan-India ties are set to expand further. In 2022, then Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida visited India, and he promised that Japan will invest USD $500 trillion in India. This is a mind-boggling figure, actually. In terms of rupees, it is 3,20,000 rupees. 3,20,000 crore rupees. 3.20 lakh crore. They're going to invest in India by 2027. Definitely, it will also depend on India's regulatory framework. It is very difficult to get rid of various regulatory permissions in India. If somebody wants to just set up an industry in India, then that particular company needs to comply with 40 regulatory, norms. You have to take permission from 40 different regulatory bodies, approximately, in any state, from land to water to electricity to municipal corporation certification, etc., garbage disposal. It is 40 regulatory permissions that any company needs to set up a manufacturing base in India, and that's a point actually. Many countries I know have apprised to the highest echelon of the government. So, but still, I hope that Japan will fulfill its commitment to invest 3.20 lakh crore in India by 2027. It's a great relationship. I think it's an enduring relationship. The Prime Minister Modi has invested in this relationship. I think former prime ministers, including Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, his 2006 visit to Tokyo was a path-breaking visit. I think that created the ground for deeper India-Japan relationship. In 2007, I think, then the Prime Minister Shinzo Abe visited India, and then he also laid out his vision for India-Japan relationship. So these leaders actually played very, very crucial role, and now we are reaping the benefits in a world of conflict and tension and geopolitical turmoil, geopolitical power play, competition. The Japan-India relationship is a relationship of stability, trust, and confidence. And I'm very happy to talk about Japan, and I hope the students of Mary Institute will also try to exploit the great relationship between India and Japan in terms of carrying forward your academic career and in exploring. You can be bridge builder, actually. I mean, if you are going to Japan to study a course and you are also part of the greater people-to-people connect and greater people-to-people diplomacy that way. So if you just go there and then bring certain expertise back to India, that's a great opportunity. So there are various fields like fields of defense, technology, etc. In the defense field also, I don't want to just prolong my lecture, I think, but in defense also we are doing a lot of joint ventures. We are thinking of manufacturing military aircraft, etc. So that's a different area, but this is a great relationship, and I hope it will flourish further. Thank you.